DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And a good return as he'll be stopped just.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The 30-yard line. First run now for Kyren Williams. Room here to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, the Rams at 3-6 now in the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Shifts by him. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 22.
I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's a 9-yard line.
Williams will try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to throw, Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. Well, the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davis Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there is... The conversion on 3rd and 13.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of blocking him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you get hit in all phases.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This returnable for Kupp. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with the win.
It's a gain of 35 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
32, 70.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10.
The 21-yard line.
Stafford. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Ayuk, 79 yards. And the Rams are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. Drake London racing to the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 74 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And it looks like the defense has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Touchdown, LA! And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. To the air, Penix. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Penix working out of the gun here. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. This is caught. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
In motion right is a running back. They'll try and throw with Penix. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And it looks like the defense has got it. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is that's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into the hands of London. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, hit
as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stafford looks to throw again. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Falcons 21-yard line.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Stafford now to throw. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's 2nd and 10. 32. To throw is Stafford. Flush to his right. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing is Stafford, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 4th down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week,
he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now Penix. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Room to maneuver at the 35. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
To the right side and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no short. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First down, Falcons.
Here's Penix. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now it's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they were looking to